Welcome to Fast Tip Friday. This is Amy Bowser with Litigation Support Guru. Today's tip is how to use DOS to create a file listing and then send it to a text file. So I have a folder full of documents, and the path for the folder is C Data Fast Tip Friday. You could just as well have this list of folders or files in a folder on your server. You just need to know where it is. So if you had it on a server, it might be a G or a H or any other letter, and then it might be a bunch of different folders before you get to the folder that your files are in. And you have to know where your files are before you go to DOS. So we're going to click the Start button, and then we're going to type CMD for command, and then hit Enter. If you go to your Start button and you do not have that search box, it means that your firm has locked it down and you won't have that ability. I'll be recording a different video to show a workaround for that. Alright, so it defaults to where you are in your user profile. So if the first step you need to do is do CD, type CD, which is change directory, space, and then there's a bunch of different ways to do this, but I'm trying to do it the most straightforward way for you. So C:/ data / Fast Tip Friday, because that was our path, remember? So we hit Enter, and now we're in the folder where all the files are right here. Now we're going to do the command dir for directory listing. /s means that I want all the subdirectories. We don't have subdirectories here, but if you did, you want to make sure you have /s. And then /b will tell it to put the file path and the file name all on one line. And then a greater than symbol to send it to a text file, and then you give the text file a name. If you don't put any path in front of this name, it'll put this file in the same directory with everything else. If you want to send the text file to a different location, you just put a path in front of it. Okay, so then you hit Enter, and here's your file listing txt. So I can close this, and I can open this text file. And you'll see that it includes our text file that it created, so I can delete that. So here are all the files with the file path all in the same line, which makes it really easy to pull into a list for the next step, whatever you're going to do with this list of file names. Most likely you're going to pull it into Excel. So in this instance, if I was pulling it into Excel, you could copy and paste everything in that text file into Excel if you want all the path and everything in one field. But if you don't, you'll get this dialog box, and if you leave everything the default, it'll pull this all into one field, which may be what you want, one column in Excel. But most of the time you're going to use delimited. Click Next, change it from a tab delimiter to other, and use a \. And if you notice, this is how it's going to end up breaking it up in Excel. And then you click Next, and then you click Finish. And now it basically delimited the file path and file name into 4 separate columns because we told it to use the delimiter of the \. So this may be what you want. You might want it all in one field, in which case you just copy and paste it. But you might want to come in here and delete some of the folders that the attorney won't care about or you don't care about for your purposes. Or maybe you just wanted a file name listing, in which case you would just delete the columns that you don't want. And that's it for today's tip. Hope you'll put this to good use.